Hello everyone, now you will hear a short retelling of the film Major Payne. Enjoy watching. A cool Marine on the battlefield easily deals with the enemy. His comrade in arms is lying and complaining of a wound in his arm. Our hero decides to help the fighter distract himself from the pain and breaks his finger on his second hand. The wounded man yells and complains already of pain in his finger. At the end of the operation, the major captures the enemy commander. The soldier's name is Benson Wilfred Payne, and when he stays at the headquarters, he finds out that he was dismissed to the reserve. Today, the army no longer needs such a deadly fighting machine as him. Payne is lying on the bed and suffers from the fact that he hasn't killed anyone for 2 whole weeks. He notices a mouse in the corner, knocks it down and immediately roasts it. Payne keeps in shape as best he can, he's hard-boiled. The veteran tries to enroll in the police academy, but while working out the scenario of an attack on a woman, he brutally beats the actor, for which he is arrested. The general visits Payne in prison and informs Tom that he has found a place to put him. His new place of work will be the Madison, Virginia school. On the spot, Payne meets his first ward, a 6-year-old orphan tiger. The kid was running away so that he wouldn't get an injection. Payne decided to help and offered to show the child a trick so that he would not think about the pain from the injection and had already taken up his finger. But the boy was saved by Emily's psychologist. Payne appreciated her firm handshake and invited the woman to fight. Next, he talks to an elderly director, whose entire office is teeming with insects. We learn that Payne has arrived to work with the cadet losers who constantly occupy the last place at the war games. The old man says he doesn't care how the new commandant will work with the cadets, as long as they don't bother him. Immediately after that, Payne went to get acquainted with the personnel. To attract the attention of Razdalbeev, he shoots a pistol. The major intimidates the guys and promises to turn them into a disciplined unit in 8 weeks, which will certainly win the games. The smallest one asks to go to the toilet and without getting permission to leave, pisses himself. Red-haired Lopuhi is doing push-ups for sneezing, and Pork, as Payne called him, is sent to do body lifts for his giggles. The dark-skinned boy thought that his black brother would not offend him and was immediately put to jump on his haunches. I got another one just like that, for being oblique. And Payne promises to shove a deaf cadet's foot in the ass if he doesn't answer. Then another late cadet fell down the hill, Alex Stone, who is not even dressed in uniform, and is also making fun of the major trying. And very wrongly, Payne shaved the shaggy bald, like the rest of the boys. Loving, he calls them shaved testicles. The psychologist comes to the major's office with the tiger so that Payne apologizes for wetting his pants. Payne of course apologizes for the fact that the little freak is not able to keep urine in himself and threatened to throw him out of the window. Emily connects the charm and offers the warriors to work together. They say it will be better for the guys. In their rooms, the skinheads swear at the new commander, and at night they find out that now they will all live together in the barracks. Stone says such conditions are unacceptable, and then Payne shows what truly unacceptable conditions are. The guys are buried up to their necks in the ground, and their heads are being hosed down. The next day, a heavy workout takes place in the pouring rain. The guys complain that the fat one will not be able to meet the time limit, and then Payne pulls out a grenade, which seriously accelerates everyone. Only Stone is sure that the grenade is a training one, but it is not. A plan of revenge has matured. In the chemistry room, Oblique mixed a super laxative, which the fighters then added to the pie and planted the major. He ate the yummy with pleasure and immediately felt a bubbling in his stomach, which, however, quickly subsided. But there were still casualties. The guys decide that they need to make dirt on Payne. In the evening, Tolstoy, like a dude with the biggest tits, was dressed up in a dress so that he lay down next to the major and they were photographed in an embrace. Payne sleeps with his eyes wide open. The fat man lay down on the man's shoulder, and he hugged him and called Betsy. The guys ran out of the room in horror. As a punishment, the whole squad runs through the schoolyard in the morning in dresses and sing a song that they are girls and wear beautiful dresses. Emily intervenes again and asks the major to be more humane to the wards. He replies that through hatred for him, the guys will rally. Stone assures the boys that he has an iron plan to get rid of Payne, but for this you need to chip in money. In the evening, a psychologist entered the major's room, and a small one ran in after her and complains that a monster is sitting in his room. Payne intimidates him even more than she pisses Emily off. They fight, and Payne went to the tiger's room to deal with the monster. He shot the cabinets with a pistol. The kid was satisfied. In gratitude, he hugs Payne, but the major immediately conducts a painful reception. A spark passed between him and the psychologist. The next day, the cadets make fun of the major behind his back, which is why he immediately takes a lying position. A biker drove up to the school. The guys hired him to beat up Payne, but he first jokes about the big guy's mom, and then knocks him out.
He promised to kick me in the face. You mean I'm bro?
During the interrogation, Payne elicits who participated in the conspiracy against him. Stone, in the hope that he will be expelled, takes all the blame on himself, but instead the major makes the guy his deputy, which did not please the previous squad commander Dodson. Now the success of the guys at the competitions largely depends on Alex. During the altercation, Payne tells the squad that he will give them a chance to get rid of him. At night, he instructs to steal the cup from its current owners and bring it to him. The inspired team, after preparations, goes to the crime. They didn't take the little one with them, and the upset one is lying in his room. To support him, Payne tells a terrifying story about a steam train that could
Chick 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 chick. Brought the eyes of the driver. A bloody mess all around.
After that, Emily invites the major to dinner. In a nightclub, Payne deals with food in a matter of seconds, and then admits that his favorite hobby is to disassemble and assemble a gun, hanging upside down until his nose bleeds. It turns out that he also loves dancing and lights up on the dance floor, showing the robot dance. Meanwhile, the guys are getting close to the school where the trophy is located. Stone had almost reached the cup, but the light turned on and he realized that he had been ambushed. He and the other boys were beaten by a crowd of cadets from a rival school. Benson and Emily returned to Madison and found out during the conversation that they were both single. Payne gave the girl a bullet that he personally cut out of his heart and they kissed. A battered Stone was waiting in Payne's office. It turns out that it was the major himself who warned the other cadets that thieves would come to them that night. During the conversation, the guy admits that he wants to get the cup at all costs and is ready to make every effort to win it legally. Parents' Day has come. Stone is visited by his drunken stepfather, who first mocks him, and then slaps him in the face. Payne stands up for the guy and puts his stepfather on his ass, and then drives him away. Grateful and inspired, Stone once again says that he wants to earn the cup. It's time for intense training. Guys overcome obstacles, run in the rain, tug of war, practice on the shooting range. Melcash can't wait to join the squad. In a fit of emotion, Payne lets Emily blow his whistle. Smart cadets show that they have mastered drill training perfectly. Payne solemnly transfers them from the category of freaks to the category of fools. At this time, a general drove up to the school and informed Payne that the country needed him again and they would not understand Bosnia without him. He is enlisted back into the army already with the rank of lieutenant colonel, but he needs to arrive for the briefing tomorrow, right during the games, and there will be no other chance to return. Payne accepts the offer. The guys were upset. The psychologist also reproaches Payne, to which he is rude to her and says that he was not going to get into her network and marry her. At the barracks, Stone inspires the guys to take part in competitions without Payne. The war games have begun. They greet each of the schools in turn. Cadets are shooting at targets, pulling the rope, doing everything they have been preparing for in recent weeks. At the same time, Pay is waiting for his train at the station. He dreamed and imagined an idyllic picture where he has a family and he and Emily adopted an orphan tiger. Suddenly, a sneaky Viet Cong broke into his fantasy, but Payne easily dealt with him. The major's dreams were interrupted by the arriving train. Meanwhile, one of the most important stages is taking place at the academy, the relay race. Each cadet does what he learned best under Payne's command. Alex is the first to run to the finish line, being chased by Cuddy Dotson, who has transferred to a rival school. The former commander of our squad goes to meanness and makes Alex a bandwagon. The guy falls and gets injured. Dwight decided to punish the former commander and hit him in the face. A fight broke out between the teams. The junior judge demands the disqualification of the instigators, but Payne stood up for the guys, who decided that the performance of his wards was still more important to him. Payne's team was allowed to continue participating in the competition, and now the fate of the cup will be decided in the last standings drill. In the tent, in front of everyone, the major admits that he likes Emily, but he needs to solve the problem. Dwight was suspended as the instigator of the fight, and now there is no one to give commands. This task is assigned to the tiger. The boy refuses, he is scared, but Payne threatens to tell him the story about the train again, and the tiger has no choice. He's doing great and the guys are putting on a real show. The audience is delighted, the cadets from Madison are winning, and now the cup is displayed in their school in the most prominent place. Stone also received an award for individual achievements. He remained Payne's deputy, and now they are training a fresh squad of recruits together. Payne is outraged that a dog is running around the field. It belongs to a blind cadet who needs a guide.
I wonder why you need a blind dog. He's not blind, I'm blind, idiot.
Well, in that case, both the cadet and his dog will get a new hairstyle.